Hey, it's Marley from the Energy Boutique with your energy forecast for Monday, November 21st. So today we have the moon moving out of Libran energy and moving into Scorpio. Yes, I'm saying that for dramatic effect because it is going to be dramatic. Why? Because the sun is in Scorpio. Now the moon is in Scorpio. We're in this weird void of change, of transformation. We only have hours left of Scorpio season before we shift into Sagittarius season. And with a double of Scorpio energy, we're definitely going to feel this intensity. Not even to mention the fact that we are moving into the new moon window as well. We will be having our new moon in Sag Wednesday. So what does this mean? Well, first of all, the sun in Scorpio, a little bit dark, a little bit painful, very transformative. We're at the end of this very transformative time, this dark night of the soul, if you will. The moon moving into Scorpio energy, we are going deep within our thoughts, within our feelings, within our psyche. We are going to be the trigger, be the catalyst for this dramatic shift. And this is essentially, pretty much nailing the last nail in the coffin of our ego death, of our old reality death, and definitely preparing us for this major breakthrough that is coming with the Sag energy. So we have the moon moving out of Libran energy, going void, of course, at 6:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be locking into the Scorpio energy at 12:17 p.m. And because this is the last official day of Scorpio season, you best believe that things are intense. You best believe that we are hypersensitive. You best believe that we are trying to get down to the nitty gritty to get the answers to our questions. We're trying to flip over stones. And if you're not careful, you may actually want to flip some tables. We are essentially, again, stepping out of the old and preparing to step into the new. We have 8 different aspects here today. 5 of them involve the moon. So while the moon is still in Libran energy, the very last aspect that the moon in Libra will make before going void, of course, and before traveling towards that Scorpio energy is a square with Pluto, the Scorpio energy ruler. You best believe that we're getting into the boxing ring. We are bringing up a little bit of a tension point, a little bit of a conflict point. Why? Because that's how we learn. That's how we identify what needs to change. And right now, the moon in Libra, desperately trying to find peace and harmony and balance within this very difficult shift, is going head to head with Pluto, the great transformer himself, that is basically poking us with a stick, waking us up. Come on, you got things to do. Come on, you got new contracts you need to initiate. Come on, you got a new level of karma that is awaiting you. It's time to boss up. It's time to be empowered. It's time to make this shift. And yes, it feels pretty extreme. So I don't know that we are going to find the peace, the love, the harmony in the shallow end of our thoughts and of our feelings and of our experiences that the moon in Libra would prefer us to have. Now, the moon is going to go void. Things get shaky. Things get unstable. We do not want to make any decisions. We do not want to commit to anything. We are in the dark phase of the moon, the new moon. There's no illumination in the sky. We are shedding our skin, peeling back the layers, drawing the line in the sand of what it is that we are leaving behind and what it is that we are moving towards. And while the moon is void, the moon in Libra still is making a harmonious aspect with Neptune, who is retrograde in Pisces energy. This is a positive vibe. This is us aligning with our higher selves, abandoning our physical realities for just a sec to live in La La Land, to remind us of what it is that we're fighting for, what it is that inspires us, what it is that's creating a little bit of a spark, a flicker in our life force energy. And although we can feel overwhelmed, although we can feel hypersensitive, we are doing the work to visualize the kind of reality in which we desire to manifest and the path that we are looking to pursue. While the moon is still in Libran energy, but void, we have the moon interacting in an awkward aspect with Jupiter. Jupiter is about growth and expansion. He's about blessings, abundance, and beliefs. And he is preparing to go direct here, just in a couple of days, the same day, actually within minutes of the new moon in Sag here on Wednesday. But first, we're getting a little bit afraid. We're getting a little bit scared. We're pulling back a little bit. Why? Because we know that we are about to take a giant leap forward. There's a whole lot of growth, a whole lot of expansion going on here. We are in touch with our higher selves. We are trying to conjure up a new dream, a new vision, a new goal for ourselves. And it is scary as F to be on the precipice, on the cusp of leaving some very, very deeply emotional and intense aspects of ourselves behind in order to pursue this brand new path. And you best believe that the emotions are going to be high, the thoughts are going to be extreme, and we're going to have the volume turned all the way up on our fears, on our doubts, on our insecurities as we get illuminated to where it is that we are being asked to take a huge leap of faith. 11:04, we have the moon and the sun making a very awkward interaction. The moon, of course, representing our emotions, our intuition, and our past. The sun, of course, is our life force energy, where it is that we have to pour our time, energy, and attention into building new dreams, building new aspects of ourselves, making the change and transformation complete. That sun is in Scorpio energy, and we are nearing the final degrees of Scorpio energy in Scorpio season, and you best believe that this is going to be a true illumination on what it is that we're moving away from and what it is that we desire to move towards. Now, we have the moon shifting into the Scorpio energy, 12:17 p.m. again, Eastern Standard Time. We have no interactions, no planetary action all afternoon up until about 5:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have Mercury and Venus both in Sag energy coming up, sitting next to each other, teaming up, having a little bit of a gossip sesh. What are we talking about? Well, we're talking about what it is that we have to sort out, what it is that we have to hash out, especially in our personal relationships. We are definitely open to friendly, maybe even flirty conversations. We're trying to see the positives in life. We're definitely a little bit more open to connect with other people. We are definitely having a different perspective on trying to process and analyze our thoughts and feelings. We are more in a situation right now to get in alignment, to get in agreement with our heart and head and with other people. We are kind of willing to compromise, to negotiate in order to make things well in the world once again. Now, keep in mind that the Sag energy wants to keep things light, wants to keep things fluffy, wants to keep things playful. Yes, there's an intense energy there, but we're trying to stay in the shallow end of our thoughts and our emotions. We're looking to heal instead of dig up all the pain and the trauma that we've been sitting in Scorpio season. We're looking to bury that and we're looking to move on. The moon in Scorpio will be making a positive interaction with Jupiter. This is where the transformation takes place. We are bossing up. We are ready to grow. We're ready to improve our situation. We're ready to make some progress. We're ready to be productive. We are shifting our mental plane, shifting our heart space, shifting our soul space on moving forward instead of digging up the past. Then we have Mercury and Venus, both in the Sagittarius energy at the same degree in Sagittarius energy, making a positive interaction with Saturn, the Lord of Karma himself. What are we doing with Mr. Lord of Karma, who rules over systems and structures and foundations and roles and responsibilities? What are we doing here? Well, we are coming up with a pretty nifty strategy, a pretty interesting plan on how it is that we are going to move forward on solid ground. We are not looking to fly by the seat of our pants. We are not looking to wing it. We are not looking to act first and deal with the consequences later. We are looking to come up with a solid footing, a solid plan, a logical plan. We are looking for the, I'm going to say, safest place to take our next step that isn't going to feel shaky, isn't going to feel nervous. We are going low and slow for a reason. We have to be very mindful, very mature about the way that we are about to move forward. We have this fire energy that just wants to light a fire in our heart space and under our ass to just get moving. But the Saturn energy encourages us to pull back on those reins. We only get one shot, one chance at this breakthrough, one shot, one chance at initiating this new path, this new chapter. And you best believe we want to do it right.